Me, my X-Men. Mega level threat detected.
So, a black Captain America, huh?
Damn right. We built this country. Bled for it. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me I can't fight for it. Not after what everybody before me went through.
There we go. Hello. How you guys doing? What's going on? What is going on? Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another great, epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews, Movie News Roundup Edition. Like always, guys, before we get started, let me know how I'm looking. Let me know how I'm sounding. Let me know if I am crisp. Please let me know if I am clear. I would really appreciate it. Hopefully, guys, you're having one of the best Sundays that you can possibly have. Hopefully, you got all the stuff done that you got to get out of the way. Like, hopefully, all your clothes are washed, your dishes are put away in the cupboards. You got all your laundry folded, your lunch is packed up, your boots are tied tight. Billy Madison reference. Hit a one in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. But hopefully, yeah, you having a good time over there. You ready for all of this movie news around this goodness? And I'm just not realizing that the Cowboys won today. That's what's up. It really doesn't matter. We have a losing record. Best we can do is 50-50. I was watching the game earlier, and we had a turnover. Even though we was winning, I was like, you know what? It really doesn't matter. I can watch something else. And so I turned that off, you know. So come on into the room, guys. Give me a thumbs up, man. Again, let's go ahead and prepare for the week. We have just a couple of more weeks to go before we end in 2024, starting out 2025, and I am uber excited. And guys, you know, this is the last show today, the final showdown, episode number 150. Let me know what you're drinking on. Let me know what you're sipping on, what you're pouring up, what you smoke rolling up, all that good stuff. I see that we got 33 people watching right now, only 14 thumbs up. We can do better than that. But let me go ahead and just shout out you lovely people that I do appreciate coming through. We got wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Let me fix the comments. I don't know why this wanted to act crazy. Okay, so we're gonna refresh that. There we go. All right. Got the comments working. Go get us. You know what I'm saying? Love that. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. We got African Superhero coming through. Also, Sequoia Comics. He coming through on YouTube and on Instagram. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. What's going on, Soto? What up, be Avery Jammo fan? What's shaking? What's going on? Thank you for being here. Eugene is in the building. What it do, Eugene? What it do? Is it? Oh, is you're like in the chat like all the time, every time, and I can't even get your name right. Is Islamic Way live? I am so sorry that I'm having a huge brain fart right now, but thank you for being here. What it is, Mr. Avery, sorry to hear the unfortunate news, but you'll have more time for your personal life. Yes, it's cool. It's cool. Got some things in the pipeline, some new ideas. And so I'm happy. I'm not sad, but I do appreciate it. So thank you for being here. Gwendolyn, what's going on, ma'am? Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Soto, thank you so much for letting me know everything is crisp and clear. And hey, whenever you're ready, we can go ahead and get this party started. Kyla Kale is in the building. What's going on? How are you doing, ma'am? And we also have Zias in the building. What's good? What's good? Over on Instagram, we got Alex Baby 419, H Wilson Public Relations. What's going on? Warren Hill 22315. And again, like I said, Sokia Comics. Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh my gosh. And of course, we got the vet in here. Mama Avery is in the building. Thank you, Mama Avery. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Love you, love you, love you. And we also have Chill Spot, aka Thor's the Asgardian Queen. What's going on? Happy Sunday, everyone. Thor and Love say hello, Brandon and chat. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Oh, we also got the Lawrence Report in the building and Melvin Hill. Thank you. What up? Your braids are good. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, this is going to be a good show. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. But yeah, guys, I do appreciate it. And if you just were not aware, today, episode number 150 for the Movie News Roundup show, it is the last show that I will be doing live on this channel on a consistent weekly basis. Main reason is, number one, I just want my Sundays back. Next month, it'll be 4 years since I started this show. And I want my Sundays back. Also, number two is the views just aren't there anymore, like they were when I first started. Made some creative decisions that made me lose some views, and it was a learning experience, but hey, it's okay. Like I said, it's a learning experience, and I'm going to come back even stronger. So when I say this is the last show, I really just mean this on the hiatus right now. When it comes back, it definitely won't be on Sundays. It may be every once in a while. It may be pre-recorded. I'm still going to go live eventually, just not right now. I definitely do need a break and going to have to go back to the drawing board to figure some things out. But, I mean, hey, we're here now for the final show, and we're going to go out with a bang, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go out with a bang, and, you know, I can just be more constructive with my time, with my personal life and YouTube channel. But Mr. Soto has given us the green light to get this party started, okay? So that's a great thing right there. If you're curious on everything that we will be discussing today, links to that is in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. But like Soto said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Movie News Roundup number 150, the final showdown. Welcome back, guys. Movie News Roundup show number 150. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. What will we be talking about today? Guys, Kraven the Hunter hit the box office this weekend, and it is doing absolutely horrible. It is a disaster. It is a bomb, nuclear. What will Sony do next? Y'all remember that film that came out in 1994 with Jim Carrey called The Mask? One of my favorite movies of all time. We may be getting a sequel. Jim Carrey gave some commentary on it when he was making his press rounds for Sonic 3 that's opening this weekend. I am seeing the movie on Tuesday. Next, Final Destination 6. I like the franchise. What will it be titled? What will be the secret? Is it a reboot? Is it a continuation? We're going to talk about that. I did like the film Tangled that came out in 2010, the animated film, but now they're going to have a live action version. I tend to like the live action versions of the Disney movies. How about you guys? Also, we have 2 trailer reactions for The Gorge and Novocaine. And then completing the show, we have a ton of comic book superhero, well, not a ton, but we got Clayface movie, which is unexpected, some news on Spider-Man 4. And the big news, or is it even big, Chris Evans is coming back for Avengers 5, Avengers Doomsday. Is this good news? Is this bad news? We're definitely going to talk about it, but you know, I don't know. We'll see. But you guys, let me know your thoughts down below in that comment section. But let's go ahead and get started. But before we do,
finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
All right, guys, y'all know what that means right there. It means that we have a guest backstage, and I would introduce them to their second intro, but you know, since this is number 150, and I got to take it back to the original. Coming to the stage.
By the power of Grayskull. I have the power!
Yes, there he is, Mr. Lamont Tyson, aka He-Man. Sir, how you doing this evening, man? How you doing?
I'm hanging, bro. I mean, I'm here. I'm hanging.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and do this right here. Here we go.
Here comes a new challenger.
Got everything worked out. Coming to the stage. Who is it going to be? I love this intro. I know you guys do too. Here you go.
I lived my entire life waiting for this moment. Indingo and Jadaka! Unyanaka and Jobu! I found my daddy with Panther claws in his chest. Nah, I'm your king. Come on.
Yes, there he is, Mr. Larry with Today I Feel Like, aka Killmonger. What's going on, my guy? How you doing, man? How you doing?
Man, I love that intro. Every time I see it, it makes me happy, man. Every time I see it, it makes me happy.
You know what else makes me happy, man? You popping in today, man. So I do appreciate it. Thank you. Everything
Man,
good over in your world?
Both of you guys, man.
I think
man.
how long has it been since we all three been on here?
It's been a minute. This is like the COVID
Earlier this year.
Okay,
It's like
you're
been
right.
earlier this year.
I think we did a super duper episode or something like that. So that's what's up.
Not
man.
too long
like the
ago.
old school
Yeah.
COVID crew, the pandemic partnership.
Man.
Exactly.
There you go. Well, guys, let's go ahead and get this party started, man. And I'm really curious to know how you guys feel about all this. Y'all know that Kraven the Hunter opened up this weekend. Did any of you guys get a chance to see it? I doubt it with the box office numbers that they got. But did any of you guys see Kraven? Lamont?
Absolutely not.
You know what's
I saw
funny?
your reaction. Uh-oh.
I think
Uh-oh.
I was frozen for a minute.
Okay.
Anyhow, I didn't see it either.
Okay. And it shows, guys, but it's time to talk about the box office, guys. We got to talk about the money. What are the new releases that opened up this week in theaters? Well, the top 10, here you go right here. Actually, this is from Box Office Mojo. Coming in at number 1 is Moana 2. Number 2 is Wicked. And then we have Kraven the Hunter at number 3. and only coming in at $11 million. Do y'all know how bad that is? That is a box office bomb disaster. Coming in at number 5, we have Lord of the Rings, The War for Rohirrim. I tried to watch this, but I couldn't get over the animation. It just did not work for me, and so I turned it off in like 10 or 15 minutes. And we also have Interstellar 5555, the story of the Secret Star System. And I have no idea what this is about, but it kind of looks cool, if you ask me. And so, but yeah, this brings us to topic number 1, and this is coming from Variety, and it says box office: Kraven the Hunter bombs with 11 million opening weekend, worst start of a Sony Marvel film. This is a disaster. Kraven the Hunter may be the world's greatest hunter, but the comic book villain couldn't manage to climb out of the top of the box office charts. Sony's Kraven the Hunter, a superhero spinoff starring Aaron Taylor Johnson as Spider-Man's notorious foe, launched behind already low expectations at number 3 with 11 million bucks from 3,200 theaters. It landed the worst debut for Sony's universe of Marvel characters, behind the misfire of Madam Web at 15 million, as well as some of the franchise's lowest ever marks from critics and audiences, with a tragic 15% on Rotten Tomatoes and a C-grade cinema score. That kind of reception signals that bearing a holiday miracle, Kraven won't rebound over the rest of December. Guys, this is abysmal. I mean, I'm happy about this because the films just aren't good in my opinion. And it's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of production. So hopefully Sony will learn their lesson and won't do this anymore. Lamont, like, I'm going to look that up. I think $110 million. But while I'm looking it up, Lamont, what do you think about all this, man? And like, what do you think the cause was for this box office to be so low?
It's exactly what they get because they've been putting out trash movies. Madam Web was terrible. It should have went to streaming. This should have went to streaming. But their ego keeps getting in the way of, first of all, how you going to have Spider-Man spin-off villains without Spider-Man in them? They've tried this. They've tried it over and over. It hasn't worked. And the momentum was not there with any of these spin-offs. So this should be a lesson to them. And it's not that this myth that they like to spread around the universe that, oh, people have superhero fatigue. No, we have bad movie fatigue, period. It's not just stops at superheroes, it stops at bad movies. This is one they should have put on streaming, and maybe this will teach them a lesson. Hey, listen to what the fans really want. And if you want these movies that are villains of a beloved character to flourish, maybe you need to get that superhero into the universe. And hey, bye. Good riddance.
Yeah. The audience seemed to like it at 72%, but the critics didn't. I need to add my review to that because I'm going to bump it up a little bit with a positive score. Like we said, C on Cinema Score, which is trash. Larry, to answer your question, $110 million, which is on the lesser expensive side for the superhero comic book fans. But what's your take on this, man, and why it did so poorly at the box office?
I mean, I'm assuming that when this thing was made, I don't know, maybe it started all the way back when they were watching the dailies or something. I don't know. They must have looked at it and said, this movie's going to be a flop. Let's just finish it and put it out. Because I had not seen a single trailer for this movie. Not even one. I didn't even know this movie was out until I saw your in-car reaction, your fresh out of the theater reaction. I was like, oh, it's out? I didn't know that. I didn't even know it was made. It's crazy. I do not feel like they talked about this at all. Like their marketing budget must have been like $4. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, they must have literally looked at this, did some focus groups, looked at the dailies as they were filming. They said, this movie's going to be trash. Let's just put the marketing budget somewhere else because it's going to be trash. No need to try and put, some sugar on a turd. It's not going to work. And I wonder if this is another one of those properties with Sony where they're like, we have to make it now, otherwise we're going to lose the rights to it. And I don't know. Maybe what they should have done is made it better, maybe threw some more money in there to go back and do some reshoots, made the thing better, and then just made a deal with Disney to say, hey, look, we're going to license it straight to you guys as one of the Marvel properties. We're going to put it up on Disney Plus and be done with it. You know?
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's just a bad look overall to go to the theaters and have a showing that bad. I mean, if you put it on streaming, no one gets to see the numbers except for the executives, and they can spin it however they want to. So
This is true. More about the
B. Avery.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can I ask you a question, B. Avery?
Go ahead.
You've seen the Venom movies. You've seen Adam Webb, and now you've seen this. You've seen what was the vampire movie that they threw out there?
Morbius.
Morbius, yeah.
Where do you rank Kraven amongst all those? I'm sure you got Venom number one, but amongst the other ones in that group, where do you rank Kraven?
Number two. Number two. And then I may do, so Venom is number one, Kraven is number two, Venom 3 may be number 3.
Ugh.
Then I'll probably say Morbius, Venom 2, and then Madam Web last place.
I mean, the problem with that is, though, the problem with that is even as Lamont asked the question, it's sort of like lining up a group of ugly girls and saying which one's the prettiest out of the ugliest.
There you go.
I mean, you could choose which one is the best out of the ugly, but they're all ugly. I mean, there's no way you can't polish that turd. They're all just kind of bad, with the exception of the first Venom. I thought the first Venom was fun.
Yeah.
You know?
The long delayed Kraven cost, like I said, upward of $110 million to Bruce. It was greenlit for 90, but ballooned after the writer strike, so that is understandable. As the superhero genre has declined over the last 5 years, Morbius, Madam Web, and Kraven have led the race to the bottom, says David A. Gross, who runs the movie consulting firm Franchise Entertainment Research. Kraven's budget was so downsized according to the realities of the market, but it's still too high for this kind of result. That's just awful right there. So Kraven the Hunter sucks, guys, and we're not going to get any more of this. Also, the weekend's Warner Brothers anime fantasy, The Lord of the Rings, The War for Rohirrim, stumbled in 5th place with $4.6 million at 2,600 cinemas opening this weekend. It carried a modest budget of $30 million, which isn't that bad. So any losses during this theatrical run won't be ruinous for the studio. Plus, box office riches weren't necessarily the impetus for War for Rohirrim based on the J.R.R. Tolkien character set 183 years ago. Does this movie pique y'all's interest at all? I can't remember if we talked about this, if you guys are Lord of the Rings fans or not. I know that they just finished season 2 of The Rings of Power, which I heard was much better than season 1, but did this pique y'all's interest at all?
No. Not even a little. I probably would have watched it if it was on Netflix or something, but I would have threw it on when I was editing or something and watched it, but I'm not paying to go to see that.
Okay. I got you. Moana.
Brandon, you know what I think they should... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say,
I'll catch you when you're done.
Moana is doing pretty well. It's at $717 million worldwide right now, and what weekend is this? Is this number 3?
3, I think.
So that's doing really good. The first one was like 600 million or 650 million, so that's doing pretty dope. Wicked is at 524. This one is profitable right here as well, and so it only costs 150 million. So that's doing pretty well. I know Larry, I already know how Larry feels about this. Lamont, were you going to take your little one to go see this, or Moana? Does she want to, do you take her to the movies?
I would take her to Moana, but Wicked is just too long.
Okay.
Moana is pushing it, honestly, but Wicked is way too long.
I feel you. Yeah, it is a long movie, and so, but that's doing well. But what is not doing good is Gladiator 2. It's not doing the best at the box office right now because it just costs so much. It's at $398 million right now, but the budget was $250 million or over that. So it would need to make 750.
I don't feel like they did enough marketing.
Really?
They didn't do enough marketing. I didn't feel like I'm watching a lot of screens. I'm watching TV on my phones, my computers, my tablets, my regular TV. I feel like I didn't see ads for Gladiator 2 until like a week before it came out, some like the first weekend, but I didn't really see a whole lot before that. And some of these other movies, you start seeing ads sometimes like 2-3 months in advance, and you're like Wicked. I was seeing ads for Wicked all the way during the damn Olympics. I mean, I knew right from the beginning I didn't want to see that movie. Months ago, I knew I didn't want to see it, but I saw the ads for it. I was not seeing that kind of marketing for Gladiator at all. I didn't see them until like the week before it was coming out. And I just feel like when you have a budget that big, you can't wait to the last minute to start telling people about it.
This is very true. This is very true. Out of everything right now that's in the top 5, which would y'all rather see? You got Moana 2, Wicked, Kraven the Hunter, Gladiator 2, or Lord of the Rings? Which one of y'all would y'all? If gun to your head, you got to choose one.
Oh, I'm seeing Gladiator 2 because I'm seeing anything with Denny in it. I mean, I'm going to see everything with him in there, so I'm going to see that. I haven't gone to the theaters to see it, but I'm going to see it.
Lamont?
If I'm going by myself, it's going to be Gladiator 2. But I'm pleasantly intrigued with Red 1. But guess what? That's on Amazon streaming right now as we speak.
It is?
And that's the movie. Yeah, that's the movie B. Avery. I was up here with B. Avery audience when he dropped the bombshell about all the rumors of how The Rock would show up 6 hours late to a damn movie set. And this was one of the movies that got blown up over a budget due to The Rock not being a team player.
This is true. This is true.
It was a good movie. I saw it. I went to the theaters with my wife and my niece to see it. It was good.
I remember you telling me that, man. I'm going to definitely have to put that on the list, so that's what's up right there.
Yeah.
But as you said, man, Red 1 is coming in at number 5, 4.4 million, 3,000 theaters. It's in its 5th week. Coming in at, Lord of the Rings is number 5. Red 1 is number 6. This film right here, Pushpa P2, The Rule, is number 7 with $3.7 million in its second weekend, 631 theaters.
Film?
I don't know. I have no idea who that is. Interstellar, in its 10th anniversary re-release, it brought in another $3.3 million. The theater count went up 156 theaters, so people are showing up for this. And this is some anime, the Interstellar Quadruple 5, the story of the secret star system, is at number 9. And then the best Christmas pageant ever is coming in at number 10. So that is your box office rundown. And I wonder what the drop will be for Kraven 2 next week, because we have Sonic 3 opening and Mufasa. And it's going to have like an 80% drop. This is Kraven the Hunter probably will be the biggest box office bomb in film history. It has that chance. So y'all going to see Sonic 3
or I think they should do?
What's up?
I have no plans on seeing it, but you know what I think they should do, and this is something I haven't seen done in a long time in theaters. I think it would be a lot of fun for some people, especially for younger kids, or not say younger, some younger, but like kids in like their middle school, high school ages, going to the theaters. I would like to see them go back to doing double features, because if you have something like Sonic coming out, it would be kind of fun if they played like the first one or the second one first, and then you get to see the new movie right after. So you don't have to leave, like you buy a ticket for the double feature. You pay for it, you go and you see both movies. And especially if you're a parent and you're like trying to get rid of your kid for hours so that you can clean or have some alone time. If you know you can drop them off at the mall or the movie theater, it's a double feature. They're going to be in there watching movies for the next 4 hours. That's fantastic. And kids will sit up there and enjoy this stuff and watch it. And I haven't seen that done in a long time. They used to do it. Like I remember one of the first double features I went to was seeing Star Wars and then The Empire Strikes back to back. It was great. They still do it if you find a drive-in movie somewhere. For you young people, a drive-in movie is where you take a car, not an Uber. You go to an actual place, you park your car, there's a big giant 3,000 square foot screen up there, and you watch your movies.
There you go. There you go. Well, like guys,
You can take an Uber if you want to, but you're gonna have to pay.
You
have
this,
to, right, you
this
have
is
to pay him
true.
for the 2 hour. There was one thing I want to say though about Kraven the Hunter and some of these superhero movies in general. This is what I think they should do. There are a lot of hardcore fans out there, and there's some really good fan fiction and writers. I think they should have some fan fiction writing contests for some of the movies that are coming out because they announced that they're going to start, working on particular projects at, Comic-Con or some of these other, conventions they have. They should say, hey, we are looking for fan fiction for these particular properties, and we want to find people who have good story ideas, good writing skills, and then if we select you, we're going to pair you with some of our professional studio writers to work on these projects. You would have people that are so excited about this that even if you didn't find someone for that particular project or you didn't find a bunch of them, what you are going to do is get some great ideas out of it. And two, you're going to find some undiscovered writing talent in there. People that you can actually say, hey, we didn't like you for this particular project, but we have something else we think your style is perfect for. And you're going to bring in some new life, some new flavor that's going to really get people excited. Because right now I feel like you have the same old typical Hollywood writing crews that are out there making stuff. And people are just kind of sick of them, I think. They're predictable. They're easy. I can watch a movie nowadays and 99% of the time, there's no surprise anywhere because it's always the same formula. It's just the same formula every single time. And there's a lot of good writers out there when people write fan fiction stuff that, have people turning to it because they're like, this is more fun, And all you have to do is go on Reddit or any of these other forums. You'll start to see them. I think they should do that. Comic-Con, just to have Disney just announce it at Comic-Con, we're going to announce this thing. People submit your stuff and then see what comes of it.
Right on. Well, guys, link to this is in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. And let us know your thoughts, whether you're watching this via live or the replay. Moving on to topic number 2. Y'all like Jim Carrey?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Out of 2. So out of 2. I think
like
he's
him
fantastic. Looking forward to seeing
I love him in Sonic.
Yeah, me too. I also loved him in The Mask that came out in '94. I remember
too.
when I was 10 years old, I had the biggest crush on Cameron Diaz. She was so fine in that movie. But the first movie, The Mask, it was a box office success, making a hell of a lot of money. How much money did it make exactly? $351 million worldwide in 1994. And that was a $23 million budget. Golly. Wow. That is freaking incredible right there. Let me just see this real quick. 351, 583, 407 divided
My man pulled out the calendar. The calculator.
23 million. It made 15 times the budget. That's insane. That's insane. Wow. So you would think that, why wouldn't they? This is topic number 2 coming from the Hollywood Reporter. Jim Carrey is open to returning for a Mask sequel. It has to be the right idea. Jim Carrey could potentially be seen in the iconic green mask once again. The actor recently revealed to comicbook.com that he will be open to reprising his role in the sequel. And I lost my spot right there. In the sequel to The Comedy of the Mask. Oh gosh, it has to be the right idea, Carrey confessed. If somebody had the right idea, I guess it's not really about the money. I joke about the money, but I never know. You can't be definite about these things. I said I like to retire, but I think I was talking more about power resting, because as soon as a good idea comes your way or a group of people that you really enjoy working with and stuff, it's just things tend to change. All right. So, Larry, what do you think about this? Do you want to see a Mask 2 with Jim Carrey coming back?
Yeah, as long as it's good. I enjoyed him in the first one. I read an article about him recently saying he was coming back for the money. Apparently he's having some financial issues or something, and so he's I mean, I'm not saying that it's show business. It's all about money, but on the creative side, oftentimes you don't get the best out of someone when they're just in it for the money. And something about Jim Carrey to me when I've seen him over the last number of years, and I don't know what's happened to him in his personal life, he seems to have sort of a lingering sadness to him. And I don't know what that is, but it translates through his performances, and I haven't always enjoyed seeing that. I mean, he's always been funny, and I'm not telling the dude how to live or how to do his thing, but he seems to have a sadness to him that comes through, and it kind of takes away from some of the comedic performances. It's sort of like what, and this is going back for a bit, but it's sort of what happened with with Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis used to be hilariously funny, all slapstick. I used to watch his stuff with my mom back in the day. And then at some point, he just kind of got sad. And we see this with comedians. I mean, it's happened with, what's his name, with Jim Belushi before he ended up sort of, I guess he overdosed. And we've seen this with Chris Farley. We've seen this, and I'm not saying he's going that same route as them, but sometimes it seems like with comedians, they're really funny, they're great, they seem jovial, and then at some point they seem like maybe they were always sad underneath or something, but there's a level of sort of sadness underneath that starts to come through and they can't mask it anymore, and it sort of tamps down their comedic prowess. So
I see exactly what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying as far as him coming across sad and seeming depressed. I agree with you 100%. But I only see that in his personal life when he's giving an interview on the side. I haven't seen that come across through his performances or anything, but that's just me. Lamont, what do you think about all the Mask 2 with Jim Carrey coming back?
I'm here for it. Like I'm with you. The sadness and things that have come out of him have all been personal. I've really liked him in Sonic. I've liked him from day one when he's another discovery of the Wayans tree from In Living Color. I mean, just talent on top of talent was put out in that show. And just to kind of say about Larry's point of he seems sad on his personal life, he had that messy divorce with Jenny McCarthy. He is staunch against the MAGA movement. Mm-hmm. He's talked openly about how when Trump was in office the first time, that's when he really started opening up, going to seek mental health. And I'm sure he can't be all that thrilled now. And then he's got some financial woes. I've read about that too. And so I'm hoping that he can put all that aside and his baby, I mean, The Mask is his baby. This is his thing, that even if he comes and do it for money, he will make sure that the creative part of the story is good. So it doesn't feel like a money grab to the audience.
Right on. And I did hear that interview. The one that I just read right here with the Hollywood Reporter, they like cut it off, but that same interview at the very end, he did bring up his finances. He was like, "Yeah, I spent a lot." He's like, "I've done a lot of spending, and I need some money." He was like, "Ha ha ha," and kind of laughed it off. But while we're over here talking about a sequel, guys, there was a sequel that came out in 2005 called The Son of the Mask. I did not see it, but apparently it sucked ass. A 6% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Bruh, that's more than sucking ass.
Did y'all see this?
Boy, that's breathing ass. No.
It didn't make no money either. The budget was $84 million, and it made $59 million worldwide. That's just crazy. The budget in '94 was $23 million, but then it tripled to 84, and it didn't make any money. But damn, this is awful right here. So has anybody in the chat seen The Son of the Mask? Let me know. But I think, we all are here for this right here. We all like Jim Carrey. I imagine we all like Cameron Diaz. I wonder if she'll be coming back too. But let us know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you are interested in this or not, link is in the description. Lamont, are you a fan of the Final Destination franchise? That's franchise started out, I think, in year 2000. I know I was in high school. I want to say year 2000. But I like it, man. Are you a fan of the franchise?
I used to go see it back in the early 2000s, so I was a fan then. I haven't seen any of it since probably year 2008. So I couldn't tell you where they're at right now, but I definitely was a fan during that era.
Okay, well, I will tell you where they're at right now. It's another movie coming from Collider. Final Destination Bloodlines will haunt theaters next spring. Warner Brothers has recently shuffled its release calendar and has announced the official release date for Final Destination 6 installment. Final Destination Bloodlines. Directing this supernatural horror are 2019's Kim Possible co-directors Zach Lipovitsky and Adam Stein. And the wait for its upcoming feature isn't far away, as it's currently slated for 2025. Due to this shift, Final Destination Bloodlines will be competing with other highly anticipated major releases that will be out the same month. Larry, how you feeling about this franchise, man? Is it your cup of tea or nah?
I mean, I watched the first one, and the first one was cool. I think I tried to watch the second one and didn't get through it. But, I mean, as you were reading that, I was thinking, did I miss a Kim Possible movie? Because I liked Kim Possible. I might be down to go back and find that somewhere if it's in one of my streaming services and watch some Kim Possible.
Well, let me know if it's good.
The Final Destination. I mean, yeah, I think I'll probably pass. I feel like I tried to watch the second one and just didn't get through it. The first one was cool. Sometimes sometimes I feel like they get a good thing going, and they have a good thing, and they just can't let it be. Like sometimes maybe if you let something just like marinate for years and years, like Top Gun. Top Gun was great. If they had come out with a Top Gun 2 the next year, it wouldn't even have the same legacy that it has now. But they waited for a long time. Tom Cruise was very definitive about not making another one unless it's really on point. And the second Top Gun was fantastic. Sometimes you get a good movie, stop money grabbing and trying to do a sequel right away. Just let it marinate. And that's why I think this is one of those movies that it could have been like a big cult classic type thing where people were like, that was awesome. And people would have been like, when are they coming out with another one? And if they waited like 10 years, you would have had way more success.
Yeah, I agree.
What do I know?
No. You good. You good. I like the franchise, man. I mean, there wasn't one Final Destination movie that was bad to me. They weren't perfect, but I enjoyed them. There was always a surprise around the corner. I never could predict how the kills or the deaths would, end or commence or anything like that. So I thoroughly enjoyed them. If we look at the Rotten Tomatoes, I disagree with all these scores of them being rotten. They were, pretty good to me. And so I'm getting some notifications over here about the stream health. So let me know if I'm still live on YouTube and on Instagram. I would appreciate that. Now, let me see here. I'm going all out of order.
I'll tell you one problem I have with some of these movies like this. Some of them I think are very easy to predict, and I just don't like I don't like things that are super predictable. I like it when movies do things that sort of throw you off guard. Like when you see a big name actor in there, and you're like, this person's gonna live to the end of the movie because they're a huge name. And then bam, they get taken out the first scene. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. And I don't care if they say, hey, you know what? This is crazy. I showed up to see this person and now they're dead in the first scene. Yes, okay. But to me, that just like right there at that point, when I see a big name actor get taken out on the first scene, I'm completely thrown out of the mix. I'm like, I don't know what to expect now. So now it's like the whole movie becomes that sort of fun unawkwardness where I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen and I'm on the edge of my seat.
Well, there
Otherwise,
you go.
it's just sort of like, okay, this is going to happen now. And then here's this, and then here's this. And oftentimes down there, being the camera person I am, I find myself just watching more of the cinematography and the styling for the lights and everything else than I end up watching the story because the story's predictable.
Right on. Guys, is the story predictable or are you always having surprises? Let us know in the comment section below. Whether you're watching this via live on the replay, and a link is in the description. Now, I cannot imagine that we will spend too much time here on this next topic. It's based on you guys' level of excitement and or anticipation. But Disney in the past 10, 15 years have been going heavy on all of their live action adaptations of their old animated films. But this one is an adaptation, not of a live action, but one of their CGI characters, Tangled. I did enjoy it back in 2010. And so, like the rest, we're getting a live action. This is the next topic coming from Variety. Tangled live action movie set at Disney with Greatest Showman director Michael Gracie. Now, I can't say that I'm excited about a live action Tangled, but if we're gonna have the Greatest Showman director behind it, that does pique my interest because that was a great movie. Let's get into this. Tangled is the latest Disney movie to get the live action treatment. The studio is developing a reimagining of the 2010 animated movie, a musical take on the Brothers Grimm story about the magically long-haired Princess Rapunzel. The Greatest Showman filmmaker Michael Gracie is in talks to direct the film from a script by Kaden Robertson, whose credits include Netflix's campy dark comedy Do Revenge, Thor Love and Thunder, and the upcoming I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot. Casting has yet to be announced. Tangled tells the tale of Rapunzel, and we all know about Rapunzel. If you don't, you should look it up because it's a pretty cool story. Larry, are you excited about Rapunzel? Is this something that you will want to see by yourself and or take your niece to go see when it hits theaters?
Probably not. She doesn't seem to be into the. She doesn't really seem to be into the whole Disney princess thing. She's much more of a Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel type chick than Disney princesses. So I saw Tangled and it was all right. It was entertaining for what it was, but it's not something that it's not something I'm looking forward to. Nah.
Okay. Lamont, where are you at on this?
But Disney has all these great properties. I'd love to see them start doing some mashups, maybe do like a mashup of a Disney princess and Star Wars or something.
I'm surprised you didn't say Disney Princess and Howard the Duck. I just knew that was coming.
Well, I was saving it. I was saving it for later in the show. But since you brought up Howard the Duck, I did see somewhere that they're supposedly making a new Howard the Duck movie or series or something coming up.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I think you're just saying that. I want send me the link.
He's not. I seen it too, B. Avery. I seen it.
Y'all are teaming up on
and
me.
It's live action. It's a live action Howard the Duck.
This is a team up. They said we're gonna crash Breeze live and mess with his head. That's what y'all. No, I'm joking.
When it comes out, I'm pressuring all three of us to do the full every episode show of it every week.
Right on. It did well on Rotten Tomatoes, 89% from the critics, certified fresh, 87% from the audience, and it made a hell of it did well as far as revenue is concerned. This is an expensive ass movie though, $260 million. So I'm a 3 times over here, man. So you do 260 times 3, it should have made 780. It made 791. So it's kind of like in broken even territory as far as I'm concerned. Lamont, is this something that you're gonna take little L to go see and little man, little Ronnie Coleman over there?
No, Ronnie Coleman won't be coming, but Elle loves her some Disney princesses. She went on a Disney cruise, met every princess, got video with the princesses. She thinks she is a bona fide Disney princess warrior herself. So she wants to go see this. Nobody better on the planet to teach her how to have a good date with a male than me. So I will definitely take her. We always going somewhere. I'm always trying to find something for her to do. And if her attention span can hold up for the whole movie, we there. But me personally, I'm not going by myself. And little Ronnie, L3 is what I call my son because he's the third link in the L's. He ain't interested in that. So no.
What is he interested in, if you don't mind me asking real quick?
Oh, cars and monsters. You want me to tell you his vocabulary now?
Okay, what's up?
Daddy, ball, car.
Love it.
That's a man's baby.
Love
right
it,
there.
love
And up, he likes to get picked up, and milk.
I love it.
That's his vocabulary.
I love it. Y'all, let us know what y'all think in the comment section with this right here. If you are into Tangled, if you saw the film in 2010 about the money, If you are you interested in this live action remake, reimagine, and reboot, let us know in the comment section. Link to that is in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. All right, guys, we're about halfway through there, and we got some trailers that we can look at, just 2 of them. They both seem, I haven't seen them, but I heard some other people talking about them. The first one is called The Gorge. That's releasing next year, going to be on Apple TV Plus. 2 highly trained operatives become close after being sent to protect opposite sides of a mysterious gorge. When an evil emerges, they must work together to survive what lies within. Have y'all heard about this?
No.
Okay.
I've heard about it. I've heard it because Apple TV seems to put out banger after banger, to be honest with you. So I've heard about it.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and check this out right here. Lamont and Larry, y'all give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear this. Anybody watching live, hit a 1 in the chat if you can hear the trailer. But guys, here is the trailer. Oh, let me make sure I got my audio right over here to make sure I can hear it. Number 27, we're gonna move it up to about right there. Okay, here we go. This is The Gorge.
The Gorge trailer starts now.
I have new orders that require me to go dark for at least a year, maybe more. A special assignment in an undisclosed location.
My bad, chat people, hit a 1 if y'all can hear this.
As an elite sniper, are you presently under any private or military contract?
No, there's not a lot of reasons for me right now.
What if I gave you a reason?
There she is. West Tower Observation Post. Your home for the next 365 days. There is no outside communication here.
What's that on the other side?
That is East Tower. Contact with the other side is strictly forbidden.
So what's the mission? To keep people from going in the gorge?
No. You need to stop what's in the gorge from coming out.
What the hell is
Send a bunch of bombs down there.
The gorge is the door to hell. And we're standing guard at the gate.
What?
What's the truth about this place? What's the truth about the gorge?
What the hell was that?
This place is evil.
Man, she literally dove into the pits of hell for a stranger. Lamont, you was very vocal watching that, bro. What you think? What you think?
I don't want to get kicked off your show for this, boy. Lord, is this a love story? Is this a monster movie? What the hell is in the gorge? I mean, damn, man. Like, first of all, everybody knows I love Sigourney Weaver, and I do love Anya Taylor-Joy, her weird-looking self, but I love her weird. Dude, are we telling a love story, or are we babysitting a monster in the gorge? Because for a minute there, I didn't think anything was in the gorge. And then You put little buddy over there who's looking at her being an exhibitionist, staring at him, love notes and shit, pulling out a gun, pretending it's a guitar. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I thought we was fighting monsters. And then the next thing you know, she don't even know this guy's name. And she go running off the cliff to chase and save this guy. So I don't know, B.A. I'm gonna watch it because Apple TV has not let me down. I might watch it, but I'm gonna watch it holding my breath. That's all I got to say.
Larry, what you think?
Is this a movie or a series?
A movie.
Okay, I'm more inclined to watch it as a movie because that's only going to be maybe 2 hours of my life. So if it's bad, it's not too long. I'm not going to give this thing like 10 hours of my life for a series. It's not going to happen. But
okay.
You know, I might give it 2. If it turns out it's good, then I just, you know, great. If it turns out it's bad, well, you know, I guess I gave up 2 hours. But
okay,
it seems like it could be good. It just that early part of it, they focus so much on like this sort of budding romance. I feel like they should have given us equal time romance, equal time sort of whatever that was in the Gorge, horror film, action, whatever. I didn't get enough of that to entice me onto that part. So
okay. Now,
you know.
How I feel about it is I did have the same, you know, reaction to you, Lamont, or actually both of you. I was like, wait a minute. I hope this is not a romance story like Half Gorge and they fall in love or something like that. I mean, I don't mind they smash. I just don't want that to be the focal point of the whole thing. Mm-hmm. But this seems very interesting to me. I love that it's Apple TV Plus. This seems like the perfect movie to watch in theaters or streaming. I love all that. I like Anna Taylor-Joy. I like Miles Teller. Of course, who doesn't like Sigourney Weaver? And I just want to see it for the mystery because what is down there? While I was watching, I was also like, man, y'all need to get all of the concrete and steel y'all can find and just pour it down that hole and just, you know, have some automatic drones pointed that way, which, you know, with technology, I'm thinking, what do you need humans out there for? You can just get a bunch of, you know, AI and robotics or whatever. But it does seem interesting to me. I doubt it's the you know, the gates of hell and maybe some government experiment gone wrong, but I definitely want to see it. You know, this is, you know, from this trailer, you know, already this is one of my most anticipated of next year. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I am looking forward to it.
It makes no sense to me that they put 2 people up there. That's it. 2 people? Because both of these dummies are down in the gorge now, so the top part's just completely unattended. So whatever monsters they're fighting off, there could be other ones just coming all up to Earth and take over.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you.
There's so many flaws in the premise.
I ain't mad at you.
And then why would you put an attractive man and an attractive woman across from each other and say y'all ain't supposed to contact each other? Like, that's just like me putting candy in front of my daughter and saying, don't you eat it. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Maybe it is a social experiment to see if adults can follow the rules. I don't know. But I am interested. I am interested. Y'all, that's The Gorge. Let us know your thoughts down below. But let's move on to the next trailer. It is called Novocaine. Novocaine. Just from the title alone, do y'all know what that could be about?
Definitely.
You know what? I just realized this is an Operation Matt, like the Operation game. The poster.
Yeah.
I just realized that. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not even going to read the synopsis. I'm just going to play the trailer and, you know, let you guys figure it out. But here is the trailer. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Wait. Oh, no. Here's a trailer for Novocaine.
Hey, it's Jack Quaid. The Novocaine trailer starts now.
So, what's your deal?
My deal? I'm just a regular guy with a regular job, but I've got this condition where I don't feel pain. Hey, there we go.
Oh my God, you're a superhero. No. Can you feel this?
Definitely feeling something. Last night was amazing.
Get on the ground! Open the vault! Cops are here early! We need a hostage. Let's go!
Oh my God, what am I doing? I just want to know where Sherry is.
You ever fired a gun before?
So those are definitely third degree, so you're gonna want to run it under some cool water.
Look at you, now look at me. Look at you, now look at me. How you like?
Hey man, you okay?
Why don't you just call the police?
Do you think I'm in on this?
Manslaughter, Grand Theft Auto.
Do you know what it's like to wait your whole life to meet someone? Someone who finally gives your life meaning? Would you wait around for someone else to save her? Or would you do it yourself?
What the fuck is that?
Oh my God. Oh.
What's up?
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
What happened to your face?
You should see the other guy.
Tell me everything you know.
What's his name?
You gotta be careful, dude. You can still die. You're not Wolverine. You understand pain?
Oh, no, stop it.
Oh God, stop it. That's too much.
Wow, that hurt. That one hurt the most.
How you like?
Novocaine? It is you! I thought you'd be dead by now.
Well, I'm not.
It's fucking Novocaine! And he's not fucking dead!
It's fucking Novocaine, and he's not fucking dead. Larry, what you think about that, man? What you think?
It looks like it could be entertaining. Yeah, it felt like it was lacking something though. It looked like it would be fun, but it was still felt like it was just missing something. I don't know. I mean, I like the fact that the dude, even though he doesn't feel pain, he still is very much getting injured, you know? But you reach your hand into a boiling hot vat of oil to pull out that gun. First off, I seriously doubt that gun's gonna fire. And two, you know, I mean, even if you don't feel the pain from it, is your hand still gonna be operational? I don't know. It seems like there's some flaws. Even if you don't feel the pain, it doesn't necessarily mean that your body's still going to actually function in the way that it's supposed to. So, I'll just say this seems like one of those movies you go into it and you know you have to seriously suspend your disbelief in order to enjoy it. Now, I guess when I see it, I'll be ready to do that.
Right on. It reminds me of Kick-Ass that came out in 2010 with Aaron Taylor Johnson. His superhero character could not feel pain either, but as far as the writing is concerned, they had a very good reason as to why that was the case. And so I'm pretty sure we'll have to suspend our disbelief, but it does look pretty good to me. It says action, comedy, thriller. Go ahead.
Is the actor, is he related to the other Quaids, like Dennis Quaid and them?
That's his daddy. His dad is that was Jack Quaid. The father is Dennis Quaid.
There you go, Lamont. Good job. And go ahead with your commentary, Lamont. What you think about the trailer?
I like the trailer. I'm a fan of Jack Quaid. I hate his daddy now. And why? I really enjoy Jack Quaid work on The Boys. I've liked pretty much everything he's done. He's a fantastic actor, and I think that he'll be able to pull this role. I mean, honestly, B, this is something I would love to have written. Someone who doesn't feel pain, because I damn sure would have put a sex scene in there to try to give people the parallel of, if you don't have sensation, what does that mean for other bodily functions? I would have put that in there for sure. Panty draws dropping, but do you feel them? Can you catch them? Can you feel it when they drop?
Yes.
I would have done that. But I do think, like Larry said.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
This guy here, man. Y'all see what we have to deal with. Y'all see what we got to deal with. But I think it could be a very entertaining movie, B. Avery. I think that it looks good, but I do agree with Larry. You are going to have to suspend your belief, because punching the ground like you Wolverine, like little buddy who played in Spider-Man said, you can still die. And I think that that's going to be the hook they try to lure us on. How close can he come to death, even though he can't feel pain?
Right on. I'm here for it.
He must have come really close to death at some point, because they showed him getting hit with a syringe of adrenaline. Because they showed him getting that syringe, and then all of a sudden he's like, and wakes up. So he must have been close to death at some point.
I agree. Since he can't feel pain, he won't know his limits, and so he may just pass out someday. Not knowing what's going on. So I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. You guys you are correct, Lamont. He is a son of Dennis Quaid. Why do you dislike the father?
He's a MAGA maggot.
Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that. He can kick rocks.
Serious, like B. Avery. When I say his head is so far up that ass, he's licking Donald Trump's nose.
Oh,
that's how far up the MAGA maggots he is.
Up the MAGA maggots. That's tragic right there. That's tragic. Well, screw him then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
The son is nothing like that. I don't know how they maintain a good relationship, but the son is the complete opposite.
Okay. Well, good. I like that. I like that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, y'all let us know what y'all think about the trailer, if you are interested in it or not. But that is Novocaine for you. It looks pretty good to me. And, we'll see. Let us know in the comment section, all that good stuff. We are dying to know all of your thoughts. Well, guys, we got 3 topics left. And guess what? It is about the things that we love the most. It is superhero and comic book stuff. And so that's going to be the topics to take care of the rest of the show. But we got to change clothes real quick to our superhero outfits. Bam, there you go. Captain America, Captain Planet, and Killmonger. But let's go ahead and finish the rest of the transition. I guess you can call it super duper.
I'm Batman. I am Iron Man.
All right. Like I said, the remaining topics do have to do with superhero comic book topics. This is coming from the Hollywood Reporter, and I'm very, very surprised by this. It says DC's Clayface movie from Mike Flanagan lands 2026 release date. Out of all the characters, why would they go here? Let's get into it. Clayface is ready to hit the ground running from DC Studios. The studio has set this feature with a script from Mike Flanagan for a theatrical release of September of 2026. A director has not been announced. Matt Reeves, director of Batman, and Lynn Harris will serve as producers for Clayface, with a movie centering on the DC Comics character that originated as a Batman villain in 1940. Clayface is known for consisting of clay and having the ability to shapeshift. DC Studios bosses James Gunn and Peter Safran also are going to produce. Lamont, man, I know you like DC, man. Is this good news or bad news? How you feeling?
This is excellent news considering Matt Reeves is attached. Ladies and gentlemen, do I need to say anything better than this? The Penguin, the series. If you love that, get ready for Clayface, because Clayface, his story has a little bit more superpower in it because of what happens to Clayface. The only thing that boggles my mind sometimes when they do these movies is how they set up the origin story. We don't need too much of the background. We don't need to know what he was like as a child. Get us to the point where he's an adult and the situation happens that makes him have to use that clay that he ultimately can use to transform his body. Get us to that and give us some bad villains that he's going to have to deal with. Make it very similar to Penguin and DC. You've got yourself a hit. I'm excited for it. If this is anything like Penguin, if they can do the same kind of story hype, story art like they did with Penguin, this will be even better. So yeah, I'm here for it. It's going to be a good story.
Right on. And additionally, director Arthur Mintz's original animated movie Dynamic Duo, which I reported on a few weeks ago, DC Studios and Warner Brothers Pictures Animation has set for a theatrical release of June of 2028. Matthew Aldrich penned the screenplay for the project, so I'm looking forward to that. Larry, what do you think about this Clayface news for 2026 and also Dynamic Duo for 2028?
Honestly, I think it's a little risky. I don't think a lot of people know about Clayface. You may have some of the comic book fans that do, but I don't think a lot of just the general public knows about Clayface. And you're gonna have I don't think you need to go all the way back to their childhood like Lamont was saying, but you are gonna have to spend some time with their origin story so that you can get people to actually care about this villain. I think that's one of the reasons why some of us like and care somewhat about the DC villains that we've seen, because we understand them, we know them, we've got to see their story. And this latest series on Max with the Penguin has been fantastic. So much so that I think if they carry that over into the movies, it's going to cause a lot of people viewing it to feel a little conflicted when he goes up against Batman. You're going to be like, I don't know who I'm rooting for, you know? And so I think they might need to do something like that with Clayface for people to care. Otherwise, they're just going to be like, you know? So, I mean, even like, just think about Penguin. We've always seen the Penguin. He's always been there. He's been good. But this last series, just even that final scene, if you haven't watched it, sorry about to spoil it, but when he blasts the kid that he's been mentoring.
Damn,
and he
Larry.
kills him. I said I was going to spoil it.
You didn't get nobody a chance to mute that mic. Come on, bro. We gotta do better than that. But keep going. It's too late now.
Off. Well, when he did that, you could see how tore up he was about it. But he had to do it to kill a certain part of himself so he can become the horrible person that he needs to be. And I just feel like you need that kind of level of real storytelling, and to really bring out the characters in some of these people if you don't already really know who they are. And I'm not sure people know Clayface enough to care about him in a way that's going to sustain a movie. So
okay.
And I don't want to watch a movie where half of the movie is telling us who he is. Just give us a series, integrate him in somebody else's series, and let us know who he is, and then bring out his movie.
I'm looking forward to this. No, I mean, I'm sure it'll be good, but I'm not excited about it. I mean, I want to see Clayface in live action, yes, but a movie centered around him, it doesn't get me excited. But like Lamont said, I wasn't excited about a Penguin series, and that ended up being some of the best TV I've ever seen. So, I mean, I wasn't excited about the Batman movie, but how did that end up turning out? Like freaking fantastic, you know what I'm saying? So, I can't put them past them.
I wonder what made them choose Clayface out of all of them.
That's a good
there's so
question.
many other good villains in DC. Like, I really thought they were going to go with Bane. I was like, I want to see a Bane movie. Like, what's the up on
Larry? I think that they want to go with someone we haven't seen, because we've seen Bane, we've seen Iceman, we've seen Penguin, we've seen the Riddler, we haven't seen Clayface, and I think there's a whole story dynamic around Clayface that's kind of gangsta mafia that you can tie into a good movie that is very similar to Penguin. There's a whole story around it. And I think they just wanted to try to introduce this as a pretty tough villain that does have some powers that is something to deal with for Batman, whereas most of the other people don't have power. We don't need another Joker movie either. We've seen enough. This last Joker Foley do X. We don't need to see another Joker Foley 19X. For as far as I'm concerned, that shit was trash. I think they picked Clayface because you have someone who can be a grounded villain, meaning that he's not always having to use his powers, but at the same time, he does have powers that he can interject when need be. So I think it's a great choice. And if they do the story the way his backstory is similar to Penguin's, you guys like it, or I give you your money back.
That's what's up.
Can you do that? But can you do that in a movie? Like with the Penguin, we've had this whole series to do it. Can you do that? Because otherwise you end up with not even with a movie. Can you do that in half of a movie? Because you're only going to have about a quarter to a half of that movie to tell that story. The rest of it needs to be moving forward.
And to answer, I hear you, Larry. To answer Eugene's question, no, that's not me. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, where is it? Okay, I think this is in the Matt Reeves universe.
Matt Reeves is producing for sure.
Yeah, I think this is going to be in the Matt Reeves universe, so we'll see. But I mean, I'm not excited about it, but it still seems promising. So you know, we're just gonna have to see. We're just gonna have to see. But guys, y'all let us know what y'all think in that good old comment section. Whether you watch this via live or the replay, and link to that is in the description box for you to read at your own leisure. All right, guys. Spider-Man. Spider-Man, who is a fan of Spider-Man? I know I am. And we got some news coming from comicbookmovie.com. Going to Larry first. Spider-Man 4 producer Amy Pascal says next movie is about Spider-Man giving up being Peter Parker. Spider-Man franchise producer Amy Pascal has revealed some intriguing new details about the Wildcrawler's next MCU adventure, revealing that the hero will put his alter ego to one side. Check it out. And so let's see where the quote is. Talking to Deadline, longtime Spider-Man Amy Pascal, producer, says, "We're starting shooting the next Spider-Man movie with Destin Daniel Cretton. He's a wonderful director. I love No Mercy. I love Short Term 12. I love Shang-Chi. I think he did a wonderful job." When the trade put up to her No Way Home felt like a perfect send-off to the web slinger, Pascal responded, "Well, we'll have to deal with the fact that he's decided he was going to give up being Peter Parker. And he was going to focus on being Spider-Man because being Peter Parker was too hard," she teased. That's what the movie is about. So we'll pick up a Spider-Man who has put Peter to one side, not dissimilar to what Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man did in No Way Home following the death of Gwen Stacy in that franchise. And I guess that makes sense because at the end of No Way Home, everybody forgot Peter Parker's memory, or they don't remember anymore because of Doctor Strange's spell, his curse. Mm-hmm. And so, Larry, I'm coming to you first, man. Do you like the direction this is going? As far as, he'll be Peter Parker, but nobody will remember him. He's just going to be taking on the Spider-Man moniker. Is this exciting to you, or you think they're going in the wrong direction?
I mean, it could be interesting. I feel like you need the alter ego though to sort of balance things out. Otherwise, I feel like if you stay in your superhero character all the time, you start to get dark. I think it starts to take too much of them, and they stop going from just being good to start rolling into possibly being bad because you just simply become a hammer. And if you're a hammer, you see everything as a nail. And there was even, I don't remember which movie it was. It was one of those Batmans, I think, where Alfred even told, like, Batman, you need to go. He told Bruce Wayne, you need to go out. You need to stop being Batman so much and go out and just like live your life as a normal person because you're getting too dark. And I think that could happen. It could be interesting if we see that, because all we've seen for the most part with Spider-Man is sort of like this fun-loving kid who has these great powers but still wants to be like a normal teenager. So it could be kind of interesting to see, how that plays out. But yeah, I'll give it a chance. I mean, it's not like I'm not going to give every Spider-Man movie a chance. So
right on. Okay. Lamont, how you feeling, man?
I'm here for it. I think we kind of need this kind of reset with the Spider-Man, considering he's going to be in all the next Avengers movies, and kind of like a him finding himself when nobody else knows who he is. So I think there can be some good stories to be told from it, and I'm just interested to see where they go with it.
Okay.
What do you do about all the other relationships that he's supposed to have that made his movies fun? All the stuff with MJ and his friends, his aunt. I mean, what do you do with all of that? With those, I mean, that's part of what has made Spider-Man relatable, is that he has these normal relationships.
Yeah, that's
you have to start new ones. You got to start new ones, which is going to make it interesting, considering he's a person that's got a huge secret. And who do you trust when you're trying to build these new relationships? It's going to make it very interesting.
Yeah.
His aunt. I mean, what do you
What's going on?
I hear something. I hear myself. I hear an echo.
Okay, okay. So yeah, man. As long as Marvel has full creative control, I'm cool with it. everything, whether they're dealing with this with Sony or not, I mean, they have been pretty good. So as long as I keep the control where it's at right now, I'm a happy camper. But link to this is in the description, guys. And let us know your thoughts down below, whether you're watching this via live or in the replay. And yeah, we're dying to know all of your thoughts. We're dying to know all of your thoughts. Well, guys, going to move on to the last topic of the day. Last topic for not super duper, but movie news roundup number 150. And I'm gonna save my commentary for last, but I'm gonna come to you first, Lamont. Right here. Where is this big news? Is it small news? It should have broke the internet. Question is, did it? This is coming from Deadline, and we have some news for Avengers Doomsday, Avengers 5. And what is it? Chris Evans returning to Marvel's for Avengers Doomsday. What is this about right here? Is this good? Is this bad? I don't know. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. Lamont, or actually, before I come to you, let me actually read it. Chris Evans is coming back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe for join Anthony Russo's directed Avengers Doomsday. At this point in time, the role isn't entirely clear, but sources say Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson's character, will also return as Captain America. Evans in the Captain America costume seems less likely. However, it wouldn't be a shock to reprise Steve Rogers. Evans recently had a cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine as Johnny Storm from the Fantastic Four movies. Last time Rogers was seen was in Avengers Doomsday. Now, Lamont, yeah, I'm coming to you, man. How you feeling about this news? Are you happy? Are you sad? Who do you think that Chris Evans could be coming back to play in this film?
Well, my good friends, y'all know I know about these Marvel folks a little bit, and I don't think it broke the internet because when they announced Robert Downey Jr. was coming back for the biggest payday in acting history, and the way the Marvel Universe has sank a little bit, I think everybody knew that some of the main characters were going to be coming back. And you got to bring Chris Evans back because of the chemistry he had with Robert Downey Jr. And they probably going to offer him $1 billion in a contract too. And so I don't think it broke the internet because everybody was already anticipating it. He's a beloved character. I think even though Robert Downey Jr. was the quote unquote main attraction, I easily could say Chris Evans could have been in. I think more people enjoyed Chris Evans off the screen than they did Robert Downey Jr. Having said that, we know Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing a villain. I seriously think Chris Evans is going to be playing Captain Hydra, assisting Robert Downey Jr. as a villain. That's my 2 cents. I don't think Chris Evans is coming back to be a good guy. I know it's going to shake a lot of people's worlds. I know a lot of women that loved him as captain, and that captain's ass that he has want to see that again. Well, you better get used to a black one in Anthony Mackie's because you won't be seeing Captain America's ass as a good guy. He's going to be Captain Hydra.
Okay, Larry, how you feeling, man, about this?
I mean, it could work if they bring him back as that. That could be fun, no doubt.
Okay,
it could be fun, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think that I think if they do bring him at something, I think they need to before they bring him to the big screen. I hope they show him on the little screen, both of them as their villain characters, if they're coming back as villains on the little screen first, to sort of give people the idea and get that initial shock out of the way. And that way, when they show up on the big screen, it's not going to be this sort of shock to the system where people don't believe it, don't want to believe it. Because even more so than whether or not people can, if the acting, people's acting can get past it, some people know who these characters are. They've lived with them for some people their entire lives. And so some people, it's not even a matter if their acting is good enough to get past it. Some people won't want to get past it. So if you sort of get the initial shock out of the way and let people, sort of absorb it and embrace it when they pop up on the big screen, then they'll be ready for it and willing to accept it.
Right on, right on, right on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, y'all know what that means. We have another guest backstage to conclude this thing out. Coming to the stage.
We need a recast, chat would agree, and I truly believe that. Stories untold, I pray that we get to unfold. Don't kill them, we don't need to see that. We cast T'Challa. We cast T'Challa.
Yes, it's Mr. E-Man with E-Man's movie reviews. I don't know who the rightful ruler of Wakanda is. You know, they're gonna have to fight it out at the waterfall. But I'm gonna let them work that out, man.
It's not a debate. It's not a debate.
E-Man, how you doing today, bro?
Let's just look back. Let's just look back.
How are you?
You had T'Challa with the Dora Milaje. He had the spies, his mama. They stole the herb, all that. He still got his whoop by. He still got whooped. All that. Killmonger is the rightful ruler. Has been.
Are you done?
I love it, man. Now, thank you for being here, E-Man. How you doing? All right today, though? This evening?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. We on this last topic right here of Chris Evans. News coming out that he will be joining Avengers Doomsday. Is this good news, bad news? How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
This I don't care news.
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, like, honestly, I think I wish if they knew that this was going to happen, they should have announced this first. They should have announced Chris Evans coming back at Comic-Con. That would have been like, not a huge surprise, but a good enough surprise, right? Because we all kind of knew you wasn't really doing nothing outside of MCU anyway. So of course you was gonna come back home like everybody else. And then maybe sometime later in Fantastic Four or like, I don't know, D23 or whatever in 2025, then you surprise us with Robert Downey Jr. I'm just saying you build up the anticipation and because now it's kind of like, okay, when they tell y'all ScarJo coming back, who cares?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be excited? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like when you start with the big piece, it's all just whatever at this point. So I mean, we knew this was happening. We knew this was gonna happen eventually. The Robert Downey news just kind of confirmed it. I like what Lamont said though about the Hail Hydra Captain America, coming through. The Russos, they already kind of teased that back in Winter Soldier when he said that in the elevator. So I wouldn't be surprised if they went ahead and just said, yeah, he's back, but this time he really is bad. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if they went with the more cheesy feel-good moment of having 3 Captain Americas on screen with Peggy Carter, Steve and Sam all at the same time. So, Avengers, assemble. Like, they'll do cheesy stuff like that. So I can see that too.
Gotcha. Me personally, y'all, I'm not too thrilled with the news. We have 3 movies coming out before this one, and we're getting so much news. I don't even want to know the name of Avengers 5 right now. I just think that's, they should just keep, like, we didn't know the name for Avengers Endgame until 3 or 4 months before it was released, and that worked. It's the most successful film of all time, or at least as far as revenue, maybe not profit-wise, but as far as, box office dollars. And so, with Brave New World, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four, I think this news should have came out after Fantastic Four, And then I feel that you're crapping all over Anthony Mackie, even if he's not coming back as Steve Rogers. I mean, you're taking the focus away from him, and that doesn't show that you have that much confidence in your property right now. Even though that Marvel has had some missteps, it's not looking like Brave New World is going to be any good. And that's really breaking my heart right now because with all the test screenings, they had to do reshoots, which is normal. But then they had to do even more test screenings and more and balloon this budget. I mean, it seems like Brave New World is going to have to make Deadpool money to break even with all the reshoots they have. And so I heard that Anthony Mackie is pissed because of this. I agree with him. E-Man, you made up a good point too. I never thought to have this news come out before the Robert Downey Jr. It's just, why is all this news coming out? This is not coming out in 2025. It's coming out in 2026. And so this just worries me. Marvel is in a hole right now, not financially, but reception from the fans. And I think they're just blowing their load too early, and it's really, really disappointing. So, but we'll just have to see.
I get the feeling that this probably came from higher up. Like whenever you see desperation moves, whether it's like good or bad, I don't know. I mean, we don't have confirmation of this, but I don't know if this came from Marvel. I wonder if somewhere down the line we find out that Disney was like, hey, our stocks are killing us. They're tanking. We need some juice. Release the Downey. I would not be surprised about that, because keep in mind, because Big Daddy Disney controls Marvel, they jump to conclusions quicker than Marvel does. They are the ones that fired James Gunn before anything. They're the ones that were like, get rid of Jonathan Majors before Marvel. They're the ones that will push Marvel to do things even if it's not in Marvel's best interest. They're the ones that advertised Professor X was going to be in Multiverse of Madness instead of letting it be a real surprise. So I wouldn't be surprised if this all came from Disney.
Yeah. Larry, you got any other final thoughts, man?
Can we just please get our Howard the Duck movie?
Yes.
You know what I would like to see, though? I'll tell you what I would like to see. That would be fun.
Lord have mercy.
And you guys are probably going to tell me I'm crazy, but I would love to see a what if live action, either just one episode or an actual movie. But I would love to see a what if live action.
They're giving you a what if Howard the Duck episode, unfortunately. I think it's called like "What If Howard the Duck Got Married" or something like that.
You know what? They just had an article come out with the What If season 3 titles of each, and I was looking at it earlier, and I got sidetracked. What If season 3 titles? And hold on, man. Is this Tyrone Magnus? Is this the real Tyrone Magnus? Is this somebody just stealing his? Y'all know who Tyrone Magnus is?
Yes, we do.
I'm a fan of Tyrone Magnus. Dude got over 2 million.
Well, I'm gonna tell his ass I ain't a fan no more, and let's see if he got something to say about that.
Well, let's not start no beef on the
that
channel.
ain't him. That ain't him. I just want the channel.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. And hey, that's John Campia's opinion. Let me see. My mouse stopped working. Real quick, I just want to look at this real quick. What If season 3 episode titles reveal some unexpected surprises? What do the titles say? Because I haven't looked at it yet. Okay. The Hulk fight the Mech Avengers. Agatha went to Hollywood. The Red Guardian stopped the Winter Soldier. Okay. Howard the Duck got hitched. Who cares about that?
Oh God.
My
God. Howard the Duck was a player. Howard the Duck was a player. That's why.
The Emergence destroyed the Earth. Is that that's for the Eternals. 1872. The Watcher disappeared, and What If is the
the smartest thing that they did right now was have these episodes come out every day.
I see.
Because if you had us waiting every week for this stuff, you would have lost me.
Okay.
They already lost me with that first half. The first half of what got announced, I don't care about. But the last half, okay, now I do want to see. Just show me whenever Storm shows up. That's what I'm
here for. Yeah. Okay, you're right. And y'all don't really care about those first 4 right there.
Christmas Day has the best one. And they put the best one on Christmas Day because they're like, all right, people are going to be at home watching. This is going to be it. This is the one that's going to just kick everything off. I'm loving it.
We'll see.
The day all the children get tired of playing with their toys, they got to come watch something on TV.
Gotcha.
And they're going to be screaming for more of them. As soon as they get them, they're going to be like, we want more Howard. Where is he?
Well, guys, I am not too thrilled with the news, but hopefully it turns out great. You guys let us know your thoughts down below in the comment section, whether you're watching this via live or on the replay. And there is a link to this in the chat, in the description below for you guys to read at your own leisure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Before you guys, I know you usually ask everybody what's going on with their left. Can I ask before that what everyone's watching? You know, I'm always looking for something new to watch, and I'm curious what people are watching.
I started from, I'm watching that. I'm going to start Skeleton Crew next Sunday. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to start that next Sunday. I finished Creature Commandos. It's very good. It's very good. It's very good. James gonna know what he's doing, especially with a group of characters. I finished Lioness. I'm caught up on that. Y'all need to watch that with Zoe Saldana. Her character kind of turns into an asshole in season 2, but it's still good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about to start. I'm about to start Rings of Power season 2 as well, because I heard season 2 is much better than season 1. So that's what I'm watching, or about to watch. Anybody else?
What about you, Lamont? E-Man? Which one are you?
Alex Cross and Yellowstone. And the rumor is there are some board members at Disney that would love to see Aldous Hodge be the next Black Panther.
I would love that.
Huh.
I like that room.
I can
I like
see that.
room.
Also, Landman, I heard was good as well. E-Man, what you watching?
So I just got done watching the 2 seasons of Pantheon. It's an animated sci-fi series. First season is on Netflix. It used to be on AMC Plus. Very, very solid. As I've said, it's basically what if Apple were caught up on an episode of Black Mirror and you put that mixed in with The Matrix. Like that's some heavy, good sci-fi right there. What is it? I Need No Judgment, but because I finally got done with From coverage, I am on episode 7 of The Penguin. So I'll be finishing that up tonight. Fantastic. Y'all don't need me to tell you that, but yeah, absolutely fantastic. I'm actually, so like while I be watching old stuff, I'm still watching stuff that hasn't come out yet too. So I finished the second half of Castlevania Nocturne or whatever, like whatever the newest Castlevania.
What? My God.
So I'm not, there ain't no embargo that's lifted yet, but
it's like that.
Huh? All right.
Okay.
It's like that.
I need to start. I need to start doing prophecies too.
Okay.
But guys, that is all we got for today for the Movies News Roundup number 150. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. And again, that's all we got for the show, man. This is the last show. I mean, not forever, but for a while, man. I'm going on a hiatus right now. Gotta go back to the drawing board and figure some things out. But this was next month, January 17th. So like literally a month from it'll be 4 years since I started the show. And it started out great, but your boy made some creative decisions over here and ended up biting me in the rear end and made me lose my audience, and I just wasn't able to get it back. And I got to get my Sundays back, and I'm looking forward to that. What will be coming to my channel is a lot more spoiler reviews with my homeboy Malcolm that I started my channel with. We did the Gladiator 2 spoilers review together, and I think this week we're gonna be recording 6888, Nickel Boys, and The Fire Inside. So we're gonna be doing a lot with that. So look forward to that and a lot more that I don't want to announce yet. But it was fun while it's lasted, and I'm gonna continue to do the collabs and stuff like that. And the lives will be back. It's just gonna take me a few months to figure some things out. So I want to thank all of my guests for coming through. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all decided to be here with me. Starting out with Lamont on the top right, man. Again, thank you for being here. Let all the people know what you got going on over here on your lovely channel, sir.
Absolutely nothing. If you come to my channel, you're going to be getting politics and stocks for the foreseeable future, that's going to be my resistance. I might get up there and do some movie and TV show reviews, but going forward, I want to arm my people with how to make the best investments possible and how to be politically informed. That's where my heart is. That's where I want to see people grow. And that's what you'll be getting on my channel. But I want to encourage people, go over to Larry's channel. That man is literally 400 subscribers away from 100K for the second time. Throw all your energy over there on that brother, and I promise you he won't talk a hole in your head.
Right on. And Larry, you next, man. Thank you for being here, my brother. Why don't you let the people know what you got going on your channel, sir?
Yeah, man, I'm pretty excited. I'm closing in on that plaque level number there. So I'm at like 99.5 something. So I'm trying to hit my 100,000 before the end of the year. So I'm looking forward to that. Just, more tech stuff. I think at the new year comes, I'm going to be switching things up a little bit. I'll still be doing tech, but I'm going to focus in more. It looks like when I go back and look at the analytics, one of those sort of back end things that us YouTubers all have to do, I see a lot of my numbers are coming from people who are interested in smartphones and cameras. And so I've been sort of doing general tech, but I think I might probably focus more on smartphones because that's where a lot of it's coming from. Like most of my videos that have done really well, it's either on smartphone reviews or how to do stuff on smartphones or small cameras. So I'm looking forward to narrowing in a little bit on both of those things since both of them are things I love anyway. So, but in the immediate future, I'm looking forward to hitting 100K and hopefully I'll get my plaque this time.
Yes, you will, sir. We're going to speak into existence. And thank you for being here, man. I enjoyed these with you. And before we move on to E-Man, let me click save on that and hit this button. E-Man, thank you for being here, my guy, the Grand Master of the From coverage. What do you have going on your channel, sir?
Yeah, I mean, man, I'm trying to be like Lamont. I don't want to do nothing either. I want to take a break, with this holiday coming up. Got the family I got to spend some time with. So we're going to be chilling for a little bit. Might do one little live depending on if the news is all right on Friday. But outside of that, definitely going on break. I might kick out another
Bro, you don't do little lives.
I know. Well, we'll see. I might this time. But yeah, I might kick out a From theory here or there. But outside of that, man, we about to pull back. It's award season. I got to go and watch all these award movies and be a film critic and vote and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know what y'all gonna see. Good luck though.
Right on. Thank you, E-Man. Y'all subscribe to my channel. This is your first time here. If you're curious to know things that I got on my channel, the review, I got the piano lesson, I got the Madness, Gladiator 2, Wicked, Cross, The Invisible Raptor on Where Go USA, Kraven the Hunter, what's his name? Tony Jaa's new movie, Strike and Rescue on Where Go USA, spoilers review for Kraven as well, and also Dragon Ball Daima coverage. And I will say, man, like with me having this channel, I've touched a lot of people. I've had a lot of connections, and it's just a blessing. All the people that reached out to me and supported me, and I do have a nice, strong fan base, family, friends, and a great support system. And it's a blessing. If you don't have a support system out there, like I do, know that I love you and God loves you too. And when you have a nice support system, they're able to give you things like this. I let them know that I was having my 150th show, and they surprised me, man, and made me like a little cake here with some candles that said 150. And I was almost brought into tears, when I got this earlier. And they had a little note as well. This is good. You had a note? Oh, it's okay. Well, they told me to make a wish. And I'm gonna blow out these candles. I'm gonna keep it personal to myself, but give me a second.
Oh man, that might be something new. I didn't know he let fans come to the house and deliver gifts.
Fans are able to come to the house and give me gifts. So I want to
give a new meaning to them lives.
Yeah, man. This last 4 years has been fun, and I'm really looking forward to the next 4 years and all the things that I have up my sleeve. And it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. And on the cake it says, don't want to drop it. It says moving this roundup. I don't want to drop it, but so yeah, we're gonna put this right here. I got ice cream filling up my mouth now. But yeah, guys, that's all we got, man. That's all we got. So again, I want to thank all of you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. And before you go, don't forget. Oh crap. I didn't mean to do that. I hit the wrong button. Before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's just my opinion. No, I'm B. Avery. That's Lamont. That's Larry. And that's E-Man. And that's just our opinion. Peace out. And before we see you next time, where you at? Flaming Gun. I'm checking my email and I don't see anything from you. So make sure you send it to the right email, because I don't, and I'm looking at my junk folder too. I don't want anybody to think I'm ignoring them. And hold on real quick. Hold on, let me not. Soto, thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Zias. Thank you so much, Faith Family Reviews. I appreciate it. Eugene, thank you. The Lauren support, I appreciate it. Jenna James, thank you all so much. African Superhero. Pookie Wood, what's going on? Tangled sequel, yes. So if I missed any comments or anything like that, I do apologize. But I thank all of you so much. But yeah, let's go ahead and get out of here. So again, I'm B. Avery. That's Lamont, Larry, E-Man, just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.